I'm a big believer that if you work hard and are committed to excellence, you can make it anywhere. Even if you're captive, again, I highly recommend you don't do that, but you can still be successful really wherever you put your head in. The thing is, you got to burn the bridges. You got to burn the bridges. You got to jump in with both feet. You've got to be completely committed to this to the point where there are no other options available to you, that this is it. If you're going to succeed, it's swim or sink. And so in this business, starting off, I was glad with my first selection and who I started working with, because for me, the big thing is I wanted to work with an organization that trains, that I have access to, that can support me, and then provide me consistency and a level of leads. I got all that to start with. The one thing I wasn't aware of, and this caused me some problems, and it was a different market back then. There just wasn't as much agency competition as there is now. And my commission levels were never fully explained to me as the maximal of what they could be or what other agencies would recruit at. And I got to the point where I had to make a switch. And I did this several times because of the same circumstances, that my commission level was low. I was giving up a lot of commission for little value, especially as now an experienced agent after some time where I didn't need the kind of support. And I was never really fully explained, okay, here's your progression of your career. Here's what happens when you do this amount of production. Here's where your commission level will go. Here's what we'll expect from you in exchange. It was just kind of like, okay, this is what it is. But then you find out eventually that, hey, if you're writing a lot of business, you're giving up thousands of dollars, but hopefully for a good reason. But if there's no good reason, then you got to figure out another setup to maximize your take home. So it's a balancing act. You definitely need the training in the beginning. I was very happy with my selection, but eventually, sometimes you grow and you got to move beyond your kind of starting place if they don't accommodate for where you are in your career. So as far as looking back at what I would have done differently, it's really what I do on this channel. You know, I give a lot of information on what commission levels are, what they could be, what you get in exchange, and what you should look for in exchange for that. I've built my whole organization around that concept about total transparency. You know, look, a lot of people just want you to shoot them straight. You know, don't pull any punches. Don't confuse the ordeal. Make it a simple proposition and explain why it's beneficial, but be honest and transparent about what's good, maybe what's not necessarily the best for certain agents. And the more you get that, the better. Now, not everybody's going to do that recruits you. That's the other thing. So you got to be aware that, you know, you got to do a little due diligence. So that's why I do these videos, so you can be better prepared wherever you are or wherever you're thinking about starting, and making sure you're getting the best overall package in your agency relationship.